From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, we're in this nice fall pattern. It's going to stay that way quiet into the week, and although we warm up, we're going to go from fall pattern to a late summer pattern, a tropical pattern, and then back to a fall pattern and perhaps a severe weather season as we head into Monday. So a little bit of everything coming up in that 10-day forecast. More on that in just a bit. First off, though, let's go outside and take a look at the satellite imagery. Those clouds have been locked in all day, so we never even got close to 70 degrees. Topped out at 64 in Lafayette, most of us in the low to mid 60s. Now on the radar, we see a lot of virga showing up. A lot of this is very light precip that's likely not reaching the ground, maybe in the darker shades of green offshore. So we do think maybe a few sprinkles or light showers, coastal areas late tonight and then through tomorrow morning. And then the upper level low that we're watching back here across Texas, that's going to be pushing across our part of the world. And this is what makes the forecast for this system down in the southern Gulf of Mexico so difficult. We have this upper level low. We have what we call baroclinic or synoptic oriented parts of the atmosphere interacting with a tropical system. So we're going to have kind of a melding of the two, and that's why we're probably going to have what's called a subtropical storm rather than a plain old tropical storm. Hurricane hunters out here earlier today did not find a closed low-level circulation, but we're starting to see some bursting with the convection right to the north and east of the low. So very close or perhaps becoming a named system. If so, the name will be Nestor. 40-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to just strengthen modestly, maybe a little bit more than what the Hurricane Center is indicating right around here, and you'll see that on the models coming up. Making landfall, we think, early Saturday morning, late tomorrow night. Right now, crossing land right around 7 a.m. on Saturday on the Florida Panhandle. Mind you, areas that got pounded with Hurricane Michael just a year ago, but this is not going to be any kind of a Michael. Here's the swath of tropical storm force winds, sustained winds of 39 miles an hour or better, just clipping southeast Louisiana. So wind not a major issue, but it'll be stirring up the seas offshore for sure. And that system finally moving inland. Tropical storm warnings offshore the coast of Louisiana, southeast Louisiana inland, and then across much of the Florida Panhandle with tropical storm watches inland for now. Those will probably go to warnings early tomorrow. As for storm surge, you're going to see 3 to 5 feet in the Big Bend of the coastal Florida, and because we'll see easterly winds for a while, tides are going to come up 2 to 3 feet along the eastern shores of Louisiana. They're already a foot above normal, and the same along our coastline. Tides up about 1 to 2 feet, mainly early Friday. As that storm makes further north latitude, we'll see more of a north wind, and that'll blow those tides back down. So here's the European model looking very close to what the National Hurricane Center is forecasting, and then pushing off to the north and east, and our weather looking great, although warming up for Sunday. Here comes a strong front and more than likely some sort of severe weather risk where storms may contain damaging winds. Then we cool down for the middle part of next week, and then another front later next week. As for rainfall, interestingly enough, the model goes for 5 to 10 inches of rain offshore, but not much inland. This thing will be gaining speed with time, but we'll say 3 to 5 inches for portions anywhere from Mobile, Biloxi on eastward with this system. And as for adding the additional moisture with that front, we're going to get a good soaking, couple of inches of rain with that front as we go into Monday and Tuesday. So here's the NAM model. It looks really cool. Here's a few spotty showers close to home first thing tomorrow morning, and then the sun comes out tomorrow afternoon. And watch how this low moves. It kind of moves around. This shows us it's a hybrid. It's kind of going to circle around and do a little cycloidal motion, and then eventually make landfall over toward the Big Bend of Florida. And then for us, we're looking at a nice sunny and warm day on Saturday. Temperatures holding steady tonight, mid to upper 50s to lower 60s. Then tomorrow, once the sun comes out, we'll get into the low to mid 70s tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, back down into the 50s with fair skies, and then a nice warm up Saturday. Good looking weekend overall, albeit getting warmer for sure. Temperatures lower 80s for your Saturday afternoon. Sunday will be in the mid 80s, humidity on the rise, slight chance of rain, and then Monday a stormy day for sure, as we'll get that front coming in, and there's that severe weather risk. Nice cool down for the middle part of next week, and then another front on Friday looking cooler and cooler. I've lowered those overnight lows down into the low to mid 40s going into next weekend, with highs in the 60s, which would be perfectly normal for around the 3rd, 4th week of December. So a little bit of a winter chill in the air, especially at night. So jackets and sweaters for sure. If 50s aren't cold enough for you, we have some 40s in the forecast.
Couldn't get rid of 90s for a while, and now we're zoomed right on past that. I was thinking about
that tonight. We will not see another 90-degree day for the rest of the year. That's the way it's shaping up.
All righty. Thank you, Rob.